Recreational Therapy Month. TGMC would like to share with the community the purpose of recreational therapy, as well as ensure that people are aware of its benefits.
All right, let's introduce our guest if we can. Dr. Hector Linares. How you doing, Doc?
How you doing, Mr. Folse?
All right, and Lorena Pete. How you been, Lorena?
I'm fine. How are you?
All right, we're going to start off first of all with the good doc. Recreational therapy. What is it exactly?
Thank you, Mr. Folse, and thank you for inviting us today. Basically, recreational therapy is an integral part of our rehabilitation team. The recreational therapists continue during their period of rehab with the activities that the physical therapists, the occupational therapists, and the speech therapists have been working with. Now, this is, if you will, disguised a little bit as a fun part, which is always important for the type of patients that we have in the rehabilitation unit.
All right. And, of course, Lorena Pete is a recreational therapist, and we appreciate her being on board. Who would need this kind of therapy, Lorena?
You have patients, of course, we work on rehab, our rehab patients, other geriatric patients in other facilities, pediatric clients, patients with severe and emotional disabilities, and those patients also with limiting conditions like amputations and other chronic illnesses, respiratory illnesses. We have patients of that nature on rehab also.
Okay. Now, Dr. Linares, how is recreational therapy different from other therapies that we often talk about?
It is not really different. It's, again, a continuation of the other main or more recognized therapies that we do in rehab with the different diagnoses that were already mentioned. However, maybe the main thing that separates them most is the fact that the patient don't really realize at times that they are doing therapy, as Lorena may be using card games, maybe using painting activities, maybe using ceramic activities. However, still, the objective remains the same: is the fine motor skills, is the cognitive processing of information, and so forth and so on.
Now, what does recreational therapy do for those participating in it? Can you elaborate a little bit on that? What are some of the things that you do? Lorena, you might want to jump in on that.
Like Dr. Linares said, a lot of times the patients are not even receiving a therapy session because we make that session as least restrictive as possible. Right. We want it to be in an environment of relaxation, of enjoyment.
So you're getting their mind off of it, so
getting their mind off of their illness.
That's absolutely.
And then using the therapeutic value of the activity.
Okay.
Some of the activities that we do are, Dr. Linares mentioned arts and crafts. We incorporate that into their program. Mm-hmm. We do an assessment with every patient that come in on the rehab, and we're assessing for their skill level, their disabilities. We take into account their cultural and spiritual preferences. We also look at their occupation. Some of our patients are still working when they come on the rehab unit, and we take into consideration their occupation. And we also, we go into their hobbies and interests. As recreational therapists, that's where we zoom in. And many of the patients here are very socially networked, in their communities. Many are volunteers. If they have retired, they're still doing volunteer work at different agencies. Many have networked with family members playing cards, playing dominoes, computer skills. Mm-hmm. Those are some things that we will incorporate into their treatment plan, with cognitive processing being a goal, or fine motor skills. We have patients that used to play cards, and after their illness, they think that they can't do that anymore because they might have some deficits, limiting right hand, left hand.
So you're really getting their confidence level.
Get their confidence back up, showing them that, hey, you're back in the game. You can do this.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to come back more with our guests. Don't go away.
I'm a director here at the Little Theater in Houma. Sometimes I've acted, and I've even played in the orchestra. My name is Karen Schilling, and I was treated for breast cancer at Mary Bird Perkins at TGMC. Quality medical care and compassion should go hand in hand, and I definitely got that at Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. The doctors were incredible, and the technology. I believe that everyone at Mary Bird Perkins at TGMC deserves a standing ovation.
Put together a crew of top specialists, and you can do amazing things. Cardiac care at TGMC. It all begins here.
My PhD is in chemistry, so I'm doing research in the lab. I work for Albemarle Corporation. My name is Arcel Malcolm, and I was treated for prostate cancer at Mary Bird Perkins. I went to Houston for a second opinion, and they recommended the same treatment plan, so I chose to be near my family and have the treatment done here. When you research the technology and the doctors, you see that Mary Bird Perkins is the perfect choice.
Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center at TGMC.
All right, welcome back to Your Health with Terrebonne General Medical Center. Lorena, a little bit more into the therapy. What does it include?
In our inpatient rehab program at Terrebonne General, we have arts and crafts.
Okay.
And we use arts and crafts a lot with our stroke patients because they're using fine motor skills there again. We have animal interactions. We have a pet visiting program, and it's through the Delta Society's Pet Partners program. It's a national animal visiting organization that certify animals to go into facilities, hospitals, libraries, and we're lucky to have that
That's
program.
interesting.
Yes, we have that program here. And we do sports or games, movement more. We do dance. We do name that tune. Music and dance is kind of incorporated together. More dancing in chairs, but still movement. We do drama. Community outings, we do more community reintegration. We refer a lot of our patients to community resources that they can access after discharge.
Okay. And Lorena, also the recreational therapy, where is it administered?
We have a day area on the rehab unit, and it doubles as the dining area. It's a multi-purpose area. Patients from admit to discharge on rehab, the patients are made to feel like it's a relaxed atmosphere and it's their home away from home. Nobody likes being in the hospital, but while they're there, while they're on rehab, we make it as comfortable for them. Terrebonne General's mission statement, in fact, is providing exceptional health care with compassion, and that's also a goal of recreational therapy. We do that. We provide the compassion which often leads to the success and involvement in the program.
Very well said. Dr. Linares, people watching, how do they get to participate in the recreational therapy?
Recreational therapy, specifically for the inpatient rehab facility, is ordered as an integral part of the other therapies that the patient may need, being a patient victim of a stroke or a spinal cord injury or an amputation of the lower or upper extremities. Any of the inpatient rehab diagnoses that we are able to admit to the inpatient rehab facility at Terrebonne General will include or will have recreational therapy included in their treatment plan.
Right. Okay. Now, to learn more about recreational therapy. Lorena, we'll go to you for this. How can people learn a little bit more about what y'all do?
Of course, they can go to Terrebonne General's website, which
Okay.
is www.tmg.com.
Okay.
They can also call our inpatient telephone number, which is 985-873-4721. That is direct to the rehab nursing station.
All right. Y'all got to follow Swamp People tonight. You ever watch Swamp People, Doc?
Yes, sir. Very interesting.
You like
program.
it?
I like it very much.
Lorena knew all about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a friend
absolutely.
in Atlanta that they're just obsessed with it.
Yes.
Sure, Troy loves to hear that. Thank y'all so much for joining us on the set.
Thank
We're gonna take a break. When we come back, Nichols State University and Graham Harvey and Dr. David Boudreau is going to be on the set. So don't go away. Some interesting stuff up ahead.